The Royals will be without key overseas players with Ben Stokes, Josh Butler, Jofra Archer, and Andrew Tye not being there. But you also have great new signing in Glenn Phillips, Evan Lewis, Tabriz Shamsi, and the return of Liam Livingstone. So what are your expectations from the new members? Will they be able to fill in the shoes in a short span of time?
Yeah, good question. But I would like to say that I have the biggest match winner sitting alongside me, so I don't have any other worries. So I think he's the biggest superstar in our team, and no pressure, but we all really love enjoying playing with him. Yeah, I think everyone is a match winner. I think all the Indian players or all the youngsters or almost everyone is in really great touch, and I believe a lot of people who all play are really great match winners. I think on their day they can win you any match against any opponents, I believe. But having this guy here, I think it's a very happy days for us.
Stop it, Sanjay.
That as this way, the very first time when you led an IPL franchise and a tournament like IPL, which is also sometimes referred to as the toughest T20 league. So how difficult was it to lead the Royals? Share some of the experience from the first phase of the league. And is there anything that you tell the group that liberates them a bit?
Yeah, I think leading a team in IPL itself is a really great thing for me. I think, but leading Rajasthan Royals, the team which I am being part of from many years, I came in when I was 18, and leading the team here is the most happiest thing for me actually. So it has become very comfortable. It has become very easy with the people I have, with the players I have, with the management I have. So it's very comfortable, and I'm very much enjoying it now.
Do you think the responsibility on bowlers will be high given the batting departments look rather weak in the absence of Josh Butler and Ben Stokes' experience?
Look, I think the guys that we've got in, as Sanjay alluded to before us, the guys that we've got in are match winners in their own right. They've been playing cricket recently. They've been playing in leagues, and they've been getting quite a lot of runs and making a lot of waves in the cricket world. So it's a massive loss. I don't think you can ever replace the guys that we've lost, but the guys that have come in are pretty bloody good. So I think we've got the right guys in. I think we've got the right personnel, not just cricket players, but in terms of people. I think we've got the right types of people that the Rajasthan Royals want around in the squad. And, you know, they're pretty much similar to what the Royals play for and what we stand for in a team. So I think they've done very well with recruitment, not, like I said, not alone with the cricket, but as people as well. So in terms of the bowling unit is always going to be under pressure. You know, end of the day, it's the team with the most runs that wins. So we've got to try to limit that and stick to our guns. And, you know, if we bowl like we know we can bowl, we know we can restrict teams. So listen, we're at the business end of the tournament here, so it's going to be all guns blazing. So hopefully we can limit it.
If you get the liberty of including any two past RR players who were RR players in the past, who were a part of Rajasthan Royals in the past, if you get a chance to include them in your team once again, so who would those two players be?
It's a good question. Huh?
Good question, actually. So answer is very clear. I think Shane Warne and Rahul Dravid maybe.
For sure. Two legends of the RR squad.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we could do with him in our team.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So next one is from a Super Royal, Vinay Handa, for both Sanju and Chris this time. And he says that we have all seen Rian's celebration, be it the Bihu dance or the selfie. And now that Shamsi also is included in our squad, so who is famous for his celebrations? So is there a new dance or wicket celebration in the camp to look out for? Any new thing?
Well, personally, for me, I can guarantee you that I'm not going to be celebrating with a dance or anything silly like that, because I'm quite a silly person off the field, but I got no time for that on the field. So I know Shama will probably, if he gets an opportunity, will be phoning people from his foot. But I'm sure Rian's got a celebration somewhere up his sleeve. Rian's always got something that he's bringing to the party. I know he's done a few things. I'm not even going to attempt to show you what he does, but I guarantee you, if Rian takes a catch, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Rian's always got something under his belt.
And one suggestion, Chris, you two are a cool, tall guy, and so you and Sakaya can do together the Wakanda celebration, which can an exciting celebration.
I'm more of a Thor fan, so I can't really use a hammer on the field, can I?
What have you learned about teamwork from the past experiences, playing for India, domestic teams, IPL stuff. So the question is for you, Sanju.
I got lost. Can you please ask that once again?
What have you learned from teamwork over the years?
Experiences, the
Experience,
learnings.
the learnings.
From the teamwork.
Yeah, so teamwork in your from domestic cricket to
Yeah,
Indian to
yeah.
IPL. Is
Yeah,
teamwork
teamwork
important?
is the most important thing playing in cricket for me. I think the different people think on different lines. For me, I think cricket is the biggest team game actually. So the fun is all about playing for your teammates. The fun is all about fighting for your team. So that's when your best comes out. So I think, yeah, playing for different teams, you go through very different emotions, different feelings. But playing for Royals, it has always been to fight. I think fight together, and win or lose or whatever we do it together. So the culture has been set by our uh, legends in the past, but we are very happy to continue it and play in the same manner.
With Yashasvi Jaiswal having been in fine form leading up to the IPL and also scoring well in your practice games. So what is the expectation do you have from him this season?
Baby Ganguly.
Yeah, big Ganguly. So I think expectation is nothing much actually. We just give him the freedom and opportunity to just go out there and enjoy himself actually. So playing a tournament like IPL and doing a good role, I think opening the innings for the team. So itself is a really great and happy thing to do. I think he's a very happy individual. I think he's much sorted out this year. I think he has gone through some good times. I think he has learned a lot. I think he's a quick learner, I believe. I think I have always seen him catching up with people, asking questions. I think he has really become a better person and a better individual this time, I feel. So we just want him to go out there and express himself and just enjoy the game actually. Simple as that. Score few runs, score few sixes, and have some fun in the middle. Yeah.
I've never seen anyone hit more balls than that man in my life. He's always the last guy to leave, and we always try
Yeah.
to get him onto the bus. I've never seen anyone hit more balls. So
Absolutely.
it's working.
The question is that with Stokes, Butler, and Archer not being here, you are one of the most experienced guys. So how do you plan to help Sanju in his leadership?
Look, I think we've got so many experienced players in the team, and you always talk about that cliche of everyone has to captain their own space. But yeah, I'll be at mid-on. I'll be having a chat to the bowlers. I do it anyway, whether the other guys are around or not. And yeah, just a little extra eyes and ears on the field. And if we pick up anything, we always relay it through Sanju or anything like that. But yeah, I think as an experienced player, it's your role to keep players calm. I think there's obviously quite a lot of pressure on players, whether they're young or old. You always need an idea, whether it's telling someone to take an extra second to breathe, or maybe this idea for a field or this idea for a ball. You're always going to do it. So, yeah, I've been doing it anyway. So whether those guys have been around or not, I've been doing it my whole career. So yeah, I'll definitely be helping Sanju, and yeah, that's part of the gig, I suppose. That's what you're going to do as a player.
What will be RR's X factor this season? Like in the second leg of IPL, we are on the 5th position now, and that one X factor is sitting just with you. But not talking about a particular player, but what is going to be that thing which can lead us to the win?
I think something secretive, which we are just keeping it as a surprise for the fans. And you will get to know tomorrow when we play Punjab. It's very secret. I think people will have to wait and watch.
I'll spend my whole night thinking what will be that surprise. That it's the first time that a season is being played in 2 halves, and now you don't have many key players as well. So what would you say are the pros and cons as a leader with the season resuming in after 4 months?
So I think, yeah, we playing IPL from last so many years. I think we keep on facing different challenges. Actually, before this season, I think the challenge was to come out of the COVID times and play the IPL inside the bubble. So this time we are playing with different challenges. Actually, 7 matches in India we played, and we have come here to play the rest of the tournament. So we are used to challenges. We know how to tackle them as a team and individual actually. So we are very much excited about this challenge too.
How do you see this 4 months break after the first half of IPL? Do you think players may face some issues to get that momentum and form back again?
I think match readiness is probably going to be an issue. I think it was the same as IPL last year in Dubai. I think guys took a couple of games to get a bit of rustiness out of their bones. But look, I think the fortunate thing is for us is that we've had people playing quite a lot of cricket, especially overseas players that have been playing some cricket. So I've been in a preseason at home, so I've been running around, trying to lose weight, and just doing a lot of preseason bowling. And so I think match fitness is always the best type of fitness. We've had 2 warm-up games now, so we spent some time on our feet, and you can never simulate match intensity. But I think a few guys will struggle just to get that rustiness off. It's natural. That's going to happen. That's the nature of the beast of COVID at the moment. We aren't playing that consistent cricket that we always want to be. So I think it will be. I don't want to call it an issue. I think it will be the case that some guys will have to shake off a bit of rustiness. But look, at the end of the day, that comes part and parcel of the game, and you just got to crack on and find a way to get through it and make it work. So I think we're well on our way to getting rid of that quickly because we've been training really well.
So for Sanju, will we see Liam Livingstone, the bowler, more often when the wickets get slower as the tournament progresses? And he's had some good run as a bowler recently as well.
I hope not. I hope we never see Liam bowl.
Yeah, I think yes. I think yes. Maybe yes. No. Maybe yeah. That's my
Whatever the situation demands.
absolutely. I think yeah. I think it's very good to have a few people around to chip in few overs at whenever you feel like. So it's very great place to be in. I think where you have Liam Livingstone or Rian Parag or a lot of all-rounders in your team to do both roles actually. So yeah, we might or we might not. Yeah.
A lot of different cards make up one deck. That's what you got to remember.
UAE is known for hot and humid conditions. So how do you plan to tackle that?
Spend as much time in the sun as possible. That's what we did, literally. When we got here, I mean, I landed in Dubai on the 3rd. We had our quarantine period, but after that, we were outdoors as much as we could be. And it was, Dubai is well known for its hot and humid conditions for a reason. It was very hot. It was very steamy. It was proper hot. It's the hottest I've been in a while. But yeah, we spend as much time as we can outside just to acclimatize, just to get the body used to it. And end of the day, you got to crack on no matter what conditions. So, we tried our best to acclimatize as much as we could, and hopefully it's paid off because it was really hard trying to do it.
Your thoughts on the wickets at the UAE? The wickets.
Wickets are really nice. We saw the game yesterday, so it had some something for the fast bowlers. I think it's really good to play on some wickets which has some really good pace and bounce. So I think yeah, that's what we saw yesterday. So I think yeah, it will be that kind. I think yeah.
Are you looking to strengthen the bowling order or the batting order ahead of the match tomorrow?
Ask
Fielding.
the captain.
We are focusing on fielding. Direct hits, I think that's what we need to focus on. I think we need to pull out or pull in or whatever the socks. I think so. I think focus is on fielding actually. Catches win matches.
Fantastic answer.
Definitely. And this was the last question. So thank you, Sanju. Thank you, Chris. It was amazing having you both on this call. And
thank you, Aman. Thank you very much. I
Thank
think
you,
it was
Aman.
spot on from you. I think you have a great future.
You do have a future.
Super.
You're the best interview I've ever had. It's much better than any of the guys we got here. So
Yeah,
well done.
absolutely. Spot on. Looking forward to meet you someday. I think come over and see our match someday.
Look
yeah,
forward.
for sure.
Yes, Aman, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you so much.